How's it going, folks? It's Slobo and welcome back to the channel. And before we start today's video, I just want to mention that tomorrow there's going to be a new reaction to The Boys coming out. And of course, on Sunday, there'll be another Daredevil reaction and a special little treat for Daredevil fans on my channel. Because I have been slacking a bit in that department when it comes to my Daredevil reactions and just being on time in general, but I'm trying to get back on track. But anyway, here we have episode 4 of Moon Knight. Again, I was supposed to release The Boys today, but I sort of jumbled this because usually I release a Moon Knight on Thursday, but I'm going to release this on Wednesday because I've always heard of this infamous episode 4. Even before the show premiered, when people got to watch it early, they said episode 4 was the best out of the ones that they were allowed to watch. And everyone's sort of now reviewing it, saying it's spectacular, a mind bender, truly something special. All these adjectives that really just intrigue the hell out of you to the point where I'm like, I'm going to have to put off The Boys because I need to watch this shit today and get it out today. Usually I watch at night, then upload the next day, but I'm like, nah. Are those other gods in prison? Because I didn't hear any mention of Anubis, and I think Set is the god of war. So that's potentially other gods that have been in prison. Now Khonshu is alongside them. That's very cool. What the hell is that? Arthur's people? They really didn't check inside the trunk? What's she gonna do with a flare? Alright, blow up the gunpowder. That's smart. Though I don't know why he didn't just unload on her truck to shoot through. Oh, he's awake.
What? Look, if he is, we're gonna need Mark, yeah?
Exactly. See if she gets it. No. Well, hadn't he disappeared from your life already?
Yeah. I mean, whatever. His suit was his best feature, wasn't it?
We are not. It's just you and me and the open road.
We're going foot from here.
You look scared. I'm not. Well, you should be. Without Khonshu, there's no more suit, no more healing, no more power. Yeah, no more you, I thought. It's the same body, isn't it? It's in there somewhere. Muscle memory in that. Yeah, I'm not sure it works that way. Just, oh, whatever. She's got my back. Oh, you in love? Oh, you're in love with my wife? I appreciate your concern, mate. I really do. You lay one finger on her. We've got it from here. I swear to you, Stephen.
You smell like him. I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
This is very weird.
Mark's trying to protect you from Khonshu.
Why are you telling me this now?
I don't know. I just thought you deserved to know.
Wow, Steven won in this time. Look at this man, bro. Mark is gonna kill him. I mean, his wife ain't doing anything to stop it, though.
Oh, shit! Oh, wow, look at you.
Oh, yeah, there's...
So if they just sprang to life right now and asked me a riddle for passage, I'd be thrilled. I'd be thrilled.
I bet that he'd be positively beaming right now, seeing you standing in the proof of it.
Yeah, I think so. It's a maze.
It's amazing.
No, like there are 6 paths.
Yeah. 6
What would they be shooting at?
points.
I mean, usually dark magic crypts have guardians of some sort. Oh, it's an eye. The Eye of Horus?
The Eye of Horus.
Yeah.
And, yeah, representing the 6 senses, 6 points. So you got the eyebrow that denotes thoughts, pupil, sight, ending in a spiral is the tongue.
The avatar would be Ahmed's voice.
Is that blood? Why is there so much random blood on the floor? It was in the tent too.
Oh God, is that fresh blood? In a little chunks of meaty bits.
Do they put organs in those? Yeah, those look like the embalming tubes or whatever you call them. Scalpels and all the shit that they use to mummify with ripping organs out.
I'm just saying what I see, and I see lots of bones and blood going that way. And yeah, we can go this way.
Gunshots?
Hide.
What the hell is that thing? It's like a clicker from The Last of Us. Okay, yo, this got dark fast and creepy. Oh, Jesus, man. Oh, the sound design in this, yo, I'm getting goosebumps. It's so nasty. Oh, it almost sounds like it's drinking. Oh, it is definitely like a clicker. Do not make any sound. Shh.
Run! I'll find you!
Steven?
Yeah, Steven ain't making that noise. Oh, man. Ah, shit, they heard that. Oh, it's so icky, man. Behind you. Yep. The way the camera pans, I knew that shit would happen. They tried to stab her with this bone. Ah. I mean, it is undead. It is like a zombie. Very much. It's awesome, though. Is that Arthur?
Nefertiti. Oh, it's got to be one of the big uns. So, that's Macedonian. But the only pharaoh. but I mean, he insisted on calling himself Egyptian. At the long-lost tomb of Alexander the Great.
Oh! I'm not really into history, but of course I know who Alexander the Great is. That's cool.
Isn't that what your father used to call you? Abdullah El Fuli. He would be so proud of you if he knew that you were among the first to confirm for the world
Yeah, he's such a manipulator.
more pain than anyone could bear. He still hasn't told you the truth.
Well, you're obviously dying too.
I mean, if you're going to hide it for all eternity, you'd probably put it in a place where the average looter wouldn't think to look. So, what do you think?
Inside?
Alexander was the voice of Amit.
It's gonna be in the mouth. I would use a tool.
Open up.
Open up, he just ripped it. Oh, it's really in there.
Yeah, that's it. Get in there.
What the fuck, Mark?
Get in there, buddy.
Your father was murdered by mercenaries. And no one knows who they were, do they? Mark remembers everything that happened that day. Everyone who died.
Oh, she's in prison in Stone too.
And the Ushabti goes to us. I mean, I had to go digging down old Alexander the Great's
Oh
skull,
man,
but I
she's
found
got
it.
that look on her face.
Can he hear me?
Alexander? I don't think so. God, I hope not. Come on, let's go. No, we have to go right now. Mark! No, we have to go right now.
What?
Stop.
happened to my
Listen to me.
right there?
I
Yeah, you.
was there. Yeah, I was there. He executed everyone on the dig site. I tried to save your father, but I couldn't save him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He shot me too. I was supposed to die that night. But I didn't die that night.
Is that when Khonshu saved him?
That's the reason that we met.
had a guilty conscience.
There must be another way out.
Go, find it. I'll hold them off.
You should have took the shield too.
I can't save anyone who won't save themselves.
That was a cool transition. Why does this look like an old TV show?
Does this mean your treasure is gone too?
Oh, I think not.
You're Dr. Stephen Grant.
What?
Maybe so, but you've got pluck.
22, everyone. B22.
Is that the golden statue guy?
B22. Anyone got B22? Don't be... I can smell it.
The cop lady?
How are you doing today, Donna?
Adios.
His boss? Obviously looks like an asylum. But there's no way he fabricated all of this. Bro, what the fuck is happening?
Okay. It's been 5 times this week.
Steven.
He's got a Moon Knight action figure. A subtle theme, but it's like eerie now.
Being able to differentiate between what's real and what's in your head. Production value of that film, I can't imagine that too many other people have seen it. What do you think? Both are accurate, right? It's just a question of context and perspective.
His cane. It looks like the room, his hideout in real life. His sandals. I mean, he's got little Egyptian cups in the background.
It's normal, right? Many of us, when asked to
That
live
village in the
your
Alps.
most experience, I can't help you if you don't help yourself. If you don't help yourself, you shall.
Same line.
I know what you're feeling. You can be healed. I know you can be healed. Come!
His eyes don't look baggy anymore. I love the music in here. It's very much like Stranger Things. Stranger Things meets Wizard of Oz meets one hell of a drug.
Stephen?
What? What?
What's the last thing that you remember? Harrow shot us.
Yes! Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Who's in this one now? This one's standing up. What the fuck just happened? Is there an end credit scene? No, there's not. I'm so baffled right now. Oh, this is like WandaVision type of shit to where it's reality changing, but you can see hints of what's real seething out. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this very brief, but I'm gonna kind of go off. It's very much reminded me of literally Wizard of Oz when they were doing the whole thing in what it looked like the insane asylum, to where it was the real characters, and then when Dorothy sort of projected them as Scarecrow, Tin Man, the Lion, and the Wizard of Oz. Yo, I need to catch my breath real quick. I ran downstairs to get a drink and just like sort of process everything, so I'm like kind of gassed right now because I'm like, what the fuck just happened? No, but really, as I was saying, Wizard of Oz vibes meets WandaVision, where you can see sort of reality breaking, that it's not true. But then I'm wondering what the hell is the whole point of that, because it's obviously a manifestation, but it has to be something to do with his mind, because Arthur, when he was looking like sort of like the psychologist, the warden of the asylum or whatever, was telling him it's more like a matter of the mind and psychology. So I'm wondering if this is directly within Mark/Steven's own mind that they're trapped within, sort of retreating after they died. But then it looks like they were in the water. Like something weird is going on. And then when you saw what I assume to be another Egyptian deity that I don't know the correct name of, with the ornamental armor and jewelry and the hippo face, but then it was just like, hey, or whatever. I knew they were going to do something like that because it was going to be sort of trippy and not real. But it's like, really, what is happening? And then they just end on that cliffhanger, man. Jesus Christ. But I love how it's physically Mark and Steven meeting for the first time, but it's just the same faces. Originally, I thought it was going to be something like Mark's back. When I first started watching this sort of unraveling in the asylum, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if it's like Mark's life? He was insane in an asylum, then saw this Steven Grant on the TV, then just psychologically and insanely created a personality of Steven Grant to where he's this sort of Egyptian obsessed sort of archaeologist type of character, and Steven is a fabrication of his own mind through his insanity that he created based upon watching a movie. But I don't think that's the case anymore. But it's just still begs a lot of questions, but we did get it answered that Mark didn't directly kill Layla's father, but he was there at the time of his death, and he was a mercenary. I said he had to have been a mercenary or have some military background based on his actions. He would have to have some form of training to do what he does, and so I was right on that front, but he said he was on the brink of death, and I don't know if that's when Khonshu came in. But I know Khonshu said, when I found you were nothing but a corpse. Like, you owe your life to me, essentially. So I'm wondering, did he die at a later date? Or was this the time that Khonshu interjected and he would have died if not for Khonshu? So I'm like wondering on that sort of idea, when did the servitude start? And I was also a bit surprised that Ammit was entombed in stone as well. Just because I didn't associate that with death, with the way Khonshu, they said they imprisoned him in stone rather than they killed him. But Arthur was describing Ammit as being dead and she needed to be resurrected, not that she needed to be. Well, he did possibly say she needed to be freed, so maybe. But originally there was a time where he said she was dead, needed to be resurrected. But she's in stone, so I feel like the words were a bit, not fumbled, but I don't know, maybe a misinterpretation on my part, but I was just surprised by the fact that she was actually entombed in stone as well. I mean, a lot of the other gods were, which is very surprising. Yeah, I'm really just going to keep this post-reaction discussion this short. I just have a lot of thought process to do. Very great episode. I cannot wait until the next episode just to see what the hell is going on, man. I love a sort of mind bender. And then when it's concluded and you see the answer, you feel like an idiot afterwards. I mean, I haven't really had a lot of exposure to these types of shows. You should have seen my WandaVision reactions if you ever saw those. I rewatched just for the hell of it. I'm like, let me look at some of my episodes of WandaVision. I'm like, how was I that dumb that I came up with these bizarre ass theories when it was just so simple? Oh my god, with WandaVision, I was so confused, but that was like really one of the first times I ever did a reaction. You got to get used to it. When you react and you start talking, it kind of jumbles your thoughts and you can't really truly hear everything as opposed to when you just listen on your own. So I get a somewhat pass because it's a little bit more difficult, especially when you're fresh. I mean, some people have years of experience doing reactions, and when I watch them, I'm like, yo, they come to these conclusions so fast. How do they do it? And I'm just like, let me try to put this together. A marks B, and this means that, so therefore, and I just look like an idiot. I look like a buffoon. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but I can't wait to unravel this mystery, though. I'm going to try to do better than when I did WandaVision, but I really loved WandaVision, and this somewhat giving me those vibes of that trippiness. Oh, I love it so much. Great episode. Can't wait for the next one. And I hope you guys are in the same boat as me. But anyway, until then, I'll catch you folks in my next video, which will be tomorrow, which will be an episode of The Boys. So, yeah.